Today I would like to tell you about TPR, which stands for Total Physical Response. It is a way of teaching language that uses both verbal communication and physical body movement. The technique was developed by Dr. James Asher, a professor from San Jose State University, in the 1970s. He observed that young learners could comprehend language before speech and often responded with physical movement. When a teacher uses body movements to show the meaning of the word, students with little English begin to associate a word with a physical action. The coupling of action and speech naturally makes learning easier. A few TPR examples include facial expressions, body language, and gestures. Total physical response is often used alongside other methods and techniques. It is popular with beginners and with young learners, although it can be used with students of all levels and all age groups. TPR is especially good for improving listening and speaking skills. The listening and responding with actions serves two purposes. It is a means of quickly recognizing meaning in the language being learned and a means of passively learning the structure of the language itself. Grammar is not taught explicitly, but can be learned from the language input. TPR is a valuable way to learn vocabulary, especially idiomatic terms. Now let's have a look at pros and cons of this method. First of all, it is a lot of fun. Learners enjoy it, and this method can be a real star in the class. It lifts the pace and the mood. Also, it is very memorable. It does assist students to recognize phrases or words. It is also important when teaching phonics and pronunciation. You can articulate how to produce these sounds with TPR or exaggerated movements to show your student how it's done. It is no need to have a lot of preparation or materials using the TPR. Moreover, it can be used both in large or small classes. In this case, it is no matter to have how many students you have as long as you are prepared to take the lead. The learners will follow. Also, it sharpens students' listening skills. It is very effective with teenagers and young learners. Though, TPR also has some cons. First of all, it is not a very creative method. Students are not given the opportunity to express their own views and thoughts in a creative way. Secondly, it is limited, since everything cannot be explained with this method. Also, students are not used to such things, might find it embarrassing. In addition, TPR can be ineffective if the teacher uses it for a long period of time without switching it with other activities that help teach the target language. Since TPR is made up of mainly of commands, it tends to neglect narrative, description, and conversation forms of language. Also, I would like to share some TPR activities. First one is songs and nursery rhymes. These provide excellent TPR potential. Try to find some memorable and creative actions for the songs. The second one is Simon Says. It's classic TPR game. All players must imitate only those commands of a leader that are preceded by the word Simon Says. The third one is circle games. The teacher says and performs an action which students repeat, and the last student to react is out. And the last one is scavenger hunt challenge. In this case, a teacher divides the class in teams and gives the instruction one by one. For example, bring me something orange or march like a soldier, and so on. To sum up, TPR is an effective language teaching method which should be best combined with others. That's all. Thank you for your attention.